Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I will be talking about the builds for all the legendary brawlers in the game. See the best builds and what you should be using. So let's jump right in to the first brawler, which will definitely be my personal favorite.
You got juiced!
So for Surge, it's pretty obvious if you're like a Surge main or something. Use the second gadget, Power Shield. It's overpowered. You get your shots back after hitting like 2 or 3, which is insane. This one is only good for like the start of the game when you want to move faster. Then definitely for 3v3s, I would 100% prefer Serve Ice Cold. You keep your first stage after you die, which is very useful. It saved 4 hits basically. And then do to the max if you're on like solo showdown or duo showdown because you're not really gonna, if you're gonna die, then you're basically gonna lose the game. So, and the gears I suggest +1 for sure. +1 for sure. Getting that extra gadget is gonna save your life another time. And then I also use the shield gear. Getting that extra health saved me a couple times as well. Then obviously the hypercharge, which is always gonna be good. Next legendary brawler, it's gonna be Spike. So for Spike, in my opinion, for Heist, I would take this one. For Heist, this can do like 10,000 damage to the Heist safe if you stand directly on top of it. But that's like unnatural. Most of the time, you're not going to be able to. And then Life Plant is basically for like every single other game mode as well. It's basically Life Plant. It saves your life. So it stands in front of you. It has health. Once it's destroyed, it heals you, which is very good. And I would prefer definitely Curveball. Curveball, you can hit a lot more shots and charge your super faster. This one, I don't even know what it does really. You regen when you're in it. Yeah, most of the time you are not throwing that on yourself. So then for the gears, I would pick definitely makes it more slow so that he gets stuck in there longer so you could kill him. Then I did recover more HP since he does not really have a lot of HP, so he needs to recover more, and obviously the hypercharge. So let's go on to the next brawler. Next brawler, I'll definitely do Crow. Crow is one of my favorite brawlers in the game. I have gold 1, but it's not a topic. Alright, so the first, for the gadget, I suggest doing the slowing toxin since it can, if there's like a BB or something on you or one of the tanks that can demolish you, just hit him once, use the gadget, and you can run and then keep shooting him. This one, it is useful. Don't get me wrong. Both of these are good. This one is useful. It gives you a shield, but it doesn't do the same as this. So, now for the star power. I would definitely do Carrion Crow. It gives more damage. He does a lot more damage. He does a lot more damage to people under 50% health, which is insane. And this one is also really good. You guys can use any you want, but I suggest this one. This one, every time you hit someone, they do 15% less damage every time they're poisoned, which is pretty overpowered now that I think about it. But you guys can choose any. I use this one. And it feels good. And yeah. Now on to the gears. Definitely. No doubt, use the mythic gear. 30% more poison damage is absolutely crucial. And then I did the shield, which saved me many times again. So shield goes good on like every single brawler. And then obviously the hypercharge. On to the next brawler.
Yeah!
Next up, we have Leon. Leon is, he used to be one of my favorite brawlers in the game, but not really anymore. Kind of fell apart with him. So, for the gadget, they're both good. Honestly, they're both good. I would suggest the clone projector, but I use the lollipop drop as well. The lollipop drop is where it puts down an invisibility for you and your team if you're playing teams, which is pretty overpowered if you use it correctly. Then this gadget spawns a clone that follows an enemy, and you can trick a lot of people with it, which is also good. Onto the star power. Definitely, I get smoke trails, but they're both really good. They're both really good. Healing, that heals are going to save you many times, but I use smoke trails to get around faster and sneak up from behind. Now for the gears. For the gears, I did the smoke bomb last for 2 more seconds, which is insane since I get to stay invisible for a lot longer now. I mean, not a lot longer, but it is something. And then, as I said, the shield is really good on every brawler, so I have it on him as well. Then, obviously, the hypercharge on to the next brawler.
So
Now,
tired.
Sandy, I don't really use
Yay,
Sandy as
woohoo.
much. Sandy's one of the brawlers, one of the legendary brawlers I don't play a lot, but I do suggest doing Sweet Dreams. You stun the enemy, which is really good for like Brawl Ball, for like a trick shot, which can get you the lead and score a goal. And it's also good for stunning them, for helping your teammates to take them out. For the star power, they're both honestly really good. This one I use Rude Sands though, because all the bushes are basically exposed, and it does 205 damage to everyone in the circle, so that's really good. But you can also use this one. It heals really well as well, so that's your choice. Now this one, obviously, again, the mythic gear, 20% less damage while enemies are inside of it. Pretty easy to say. Then I did the +1 gadget, because I usually play Brawl Ball with Sandy, which can lead me to some good goals with the gadget. So, and then obviously hypercharge if you have it. I don't know, sadly. So then let's go to the next brawler, which will be
And the freezing continues.
Now Amber's one of those like very
Brilliant.
no skill brawlers. You could just auto aim with her, but that's not what we're talking about. Let's see for the gadgets. For the gadgets, I used to use this one. I don't know why. But definitely don't use fire starters. For most maps, you're going to want to use dancing flames. Hitting around the walls and doing that much damage is insane. So definitely use dancing flames if you haven't. And then wild flames, I use wild flames. And it does a lot. This one is really useful though. Scorching Siphon. It makes it so that when she lights up the fire, it goes 50% faster, which is really good. But instead, I have Wild Flames, which is also really good, what I use. So it's your decision which one you use for this one, since they're both really good. You can use both. And now it's the next brawler. And now let's go with
Support
Meg.
2.0.
Meg, definitely, I would say Jolting Volts, because Toolbox is just a box. Someone's gonna end up shooting it down and tearing it apart. Which Jolting Volts, you have it no matter what, which is gonna heal you 500, which is a lot more than what you think. Now for the star power, definitely. They're both pretty good, but I go for heavy metal. If someone's like on top of me, like BB or something, someone's trying to kill me, and I get exploded on my mech, that sometimes save me, doing a lot of damage to the opponents. For the gears, I did for shield for more health, and then vision helps me a lot with Meg to see if someone's in a bush again or something. Next brawler,
Let's
Chester.
skedaddle. It's time for
Chester
battle.
is a very cool and unique brawler, and in my opinion, I like Spicy Dice is good in solo showdown, duo showdown games, which is gonna help you a lot. Just saying, the bomb is the best one, the best super. So, and if you have like a garbage super, like those like raining rocks, then you could just change this. So Spicy Dice and Candy Beans are really good. For Candy Beans, it's basically if you're low, you heal, and if you have high health, you do a lot more damage, which is really useful. And then for the star powers, I definitely do Single Bell. It's insane. It is this one is pretty useless because you're gonna know no matter what once you get the super. So I don't even have to say anything. This one definitely the better star power. For the gears, I don't have a gear, but I would suggest doing the +1 gadget because yeah, again, with Spicy Dice, if you need an extra one, that's gonna save you. And then I would also take shield, which, yeah, no brainer. Shield is one of the best. Now we have 4 more left. Cordelius. Cordelius. I know a lot of pros use this one, but I actually suggest poison mushroom because it does a lot more than you think. It basically stuns the enemies, leaving you to do all the damage. And this one is also really good. You can escape from danger. So they're both good, but I suggest poison mushroom. For star powers, I actually this is a hard choice. My suggestion would definitely probably be the first one then. 30% more damage. I feel like that would do a lot. That would do a lot and kill a brawler faster. But this one is also really good because it heals you in the Shadow Realm. So if you can, get both and then try them out because they're both really good. Then obviously a hypercharge, which I'm not gonna get this video. For the gears, I have recover more health, which he gets low most of the time since he's a damage, or not really a damage dealer, but he has short range, so he has to go near an enemy. And then I also have the shield, giving him more health to tank another shot. All right, on to the final 3.
Pounce, flounce,
Kit?
and bounce!
So Kit, in 3v3s, I suggest Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger, you can go on someone and do a lot of damage, except for Knockout. Knockout, I feel like you should use Cardboard Box so you can sneak up on the enemy, but they're both good for Knockout. And definitely use Cheeseburger, though, for 3v3s, and Cardboard Box for Showdown. For star powers, again, use Overly Attached, the second one, for 3v3s, and use Power Hungry for Showdown. For the gears, I have +1 gadget. Like if you have to go invisible again, but you don't have another gadget, it's gonna save you there. And then I also have the gear since he has short range, so that's good. On to Draco. Draco is one of my least favorite brawlers, to be honest. I really don't like how he is. He's really bad in the meta right now, so. But
Dragon Rider, paint
I do
provider.
suggest Last Stand. It makes you go invincible, this reminds me of B in back then, having the invincibility star power. So yeah, definitely do Last Stand. This uppercut, I don't think it's that good at all. Then for the star powers, definitely shredding actually. Definitely shredding. It can save you a lot and makes you tank more hits than normal. For the gears, I would definitely suggest an extra gadget. It can save you once more. And then again, the shield star power or the damage star power then. And then on to the last brawler,
Time to
Kenji.
chop and drop!
Now Kenji was, on release, he was my favorite brawler, but then he ended up just getting pretty boring for me. I don't know why, I don't know how, but yeah. Definitely, in my opinion, they nerfed this. I know they nerfed this gadget to the ground, but I still think it's a very good gadget. Which is making you heal 50% of the damage, which is insane. It saves you many times. I struggle to kill Kenjis with this gadget. I really struggle. And then this one is also good if you're like escaping someone or something. Okay, on to the star power. Now this one is pretty good. 60% less damage on the next enemy attack after 5 seconds, which is really good. So this is also yeah, I do suggest the second star power though, for sure. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this helped. If this helped, please give me a like and subscribe. It's gonna help me a lot. Have a good one.